Chapter 43. Before the Descent. Night had fully fallen over Thar'Zul. Torches burning around the training yard cast a trembling light across the worn stone, stretching the shadows of the weary bodies still moving within it. The air was cold, yet it was not enough to dispel the heat that had built up after hours, days of relentless practice. It was not the first night like this, nor the second. For days now, training had become routine, at dawn and at dusk, with brief pauses, with long silences, with bodies growing ever more sore and expressions ever more grave. Sarah moved with almost inhuman precision, her golden braids seeming to follow the rhythm of her motion, like part of an elegant dance. Her twin curved blades traced bright arcs in the dimness, catching the torchlight with every turn. Her steps were light, calculated. She wasted no movement. She did not hesitate. Opposite her, Liana struggled for breath. Sweat ran down her back, mingling with the night chill and drawing a faint tremor into her arms. For the first time since she had begun training under Sarah, she held a true sword, not borrowed, not improvised. Until recently, her weapon had been a knife and the wind. Valise, the relic, still hung silent at her belt. The sword, by contrast, demanded constant attention. Weight, stance, decision. Without warning, Sarah attacked. Liana raised her blade in time, but the impact surged through her arm like a jolt. She staggered back 2 steps, digging in her heel to keep her balance. "Do not watch the sword," Sarah said without harshness. "Watch me." The girl nodded, teeth clenched. She struck again, faster now, with less hesitation. Her opponent evaded with ease, turning upon herself and answering with a feint that forced Liana to lower her guard. The curved blade tapped Liana's sword with deliberate precision and knocked it aside. "Enough," she said, lifting a hand. Liana lowered her weapon, breathing hard. "It is not enough," she murmured. Sarah sheathed one of her blades. "You endured longer than yesterday." "That is not enough," Liana repeated. "Where we are going, I cannot afford to be a burden." From one side of the yard, Kyle watched in silence. His arms were crossed, his brow furrowed, not in disapproval, but in full attention. "You have never been one," he said at last. Liana turned toward him, surprised. "You have done more than you think," Cal continued. "Without you, we would not have left Rivershade, nor the pass, nor Lumara's tower." Liana lowered her gaze. The exhaustion remained, but something in her expression softened. "Thank you," she whispered. Sarah stepped back. "Technique can be learned," she added. "Will cannot, and you do not lack it." Kyle allowed himself a faint smile and, with a deliberately lighter tone, turned toward Sarah. "If you have finished proving that, perhaps you would care to train with me?" Sarah regarded him from head to toe, assessing him in a single measured glance. "Not today." "Not today or not ever?" "Not today," she repeated, "and stop insisting." Before Kale could answer, a soft sound broke the moment. Footsteps. Alden approached from the entrance to the yard, a cloth sack slung over his shoulder. At his side walked Luthera, silent, vigilant, her amber eyes reflecting the torchlight. "Still awake?" Alden asked. "Did the old dwarf finally let you out?" Cal replied. Alden smiled. "He did," he said, "and told me not to return." He set the sack on the ground. "I brought something for you." Luthera sat beside him, attentive, as though she understood the weight of the moment. Alden opened the sack and drew out the first object. A short sword, slender, elegant. The blades shimmered with a soft silver sheen, perfectly balanced. The hilt, wrapped in pale leather, seemed to settle naturally into the hand. He offered it to Liana. "It is yours." She took it carefully, as though afraid it might vanish. "You made it?" "Yeah," Alden replied. "I know how hard you have worked. It was time you had a blade made for you." Liana held it. It was light, natural. It did not resist her grip. "It is perfect." "It is no relic," Alden added, "but it will not fail you." She looked up, and her green eyes reflected the emotion she did not attempt to hide. "Thank you." Alden inclined his head and drew out the next object. A small shield, round, solid. Kale arched a brow. "A shield?" "Yes. You know I do not hide behind anything." "I know her," Alden replied, "but I also know you are always the one covering the rest of us. A large shield does not suit you. This one does. Cal took it, testing its weight, the grip. Perhaps, he said at last, it is not such a poor idea. The final object was a quiver. Sarah received it with quiet curiosity. For me? I know you prefer blades, Alden said, but these arrows bear Durkan steel heads. They may prove useful. Sarah inclined her head. Thank you. I thought of Doran, Alden added, but he said Grumar's axe is the only one he requires. At that moment, the beat of wings cut through the air. Ether descended from the wall and perched upon a nearby post. After a brief pause, he hopped closer to Lyanna. She extended her hand carefully and stroked the kite's feathers. He seems calm, she murmured. He knows when to watch, Alden replied. Silence settled among them. So? Lyanna asked. Alden nodded. Boren has prepared the provisions. We descend tomorrow. No one answered. All of them understood that being ready did not mean being prepared. Their gazes met. Luthera remained alert. Ether observed from his perch. The abyss would wait no longer.